Hi, my name is Barry Foster.
And I'm Gary Foster.
And welcome back to Antipodean Journey. This is episode number 6, and today we've got two very good games, I think. We've got an FA Trophy fourth round match away to Gloucester, and then we're playing our very fierce, bitter rivals at home, and that's Woking.
Yes, both teams, Woking need the points to stay on top of the table, and we need the points to consolidate in the playoffs.
Yes, and hopefully try and catch them if we can. And since the last video, we've played quite a few games, I think starting with
Stockport.
Stockport, was it? Yes.
Yes. We had come off the 0-0 draw with Halifax, who were bottom of the table. The 0-0 draw that followed up was against Stockport. They were in the playoffs, so that was a good point for us. We had a great performance against Notts County to win 4-1. Then it all sort of fell in a hole against Dagon and Redmond.
Redbridge, I think it is.
Redbridge,
yes.
Redbridge, sorry. A 2-0 away defeat, followed up by a disappointing 0-0 draw against Dover, where we thought we would come out winners. The boys managed a last-minute winner against Wrexham, and then the wheels fell off against Boreham Wood.
Yes.
So the boys aren't in good form. They're tired. They're injured. They need to regroup. Yeah,
a lot of injuries. Unfortunately, Boreham Wood, all 3 goals came in the first half. But at least there were no further goals in the second half.
Yes.
But anyway, let's go and play Gloucester in the FA Trophy. And this is the team we've got selected. It's a fairly usual lineup of players. We've got Zabret in goals, the back line of Oggy, Finney, Sandals, White and Fowler. Kenyon, Deloney, he's at the base of the midfield. Whittingham we've brought in for Edser, who's a little bit tired. Rowe keeps his place in the side. Nooble and Panny, you two will be our wide players, and Fondop, the tall timber up front. He's leading the attack, and we've actually changed the way we cross the ball. We're actually going to start floating the balls in to see whether Fondop, 191 centimetres tall, can maybe score with some headers.
Yes,
which would be good if he could. So that's the team for today, and I reckon straight to the match.
Yes.
Gloucester. No familiar faces there, as far as I'm concerned. So the assistant reckons I'm expecting to see a much better performance today.
Well, I think that's true too, because I think we bottomed out in our last game. So we can we be assertive?
Point the finger. We can, if you want to be... Yeah, that's assertive. If you want to maybe just let them know.
Yeah, we're expecting a much better performance today. That's woken up a few of them.
Fingers crossed. Fingers are crossed it lasts for 90 minutes. And Fondop gets us underway. Aldershot in their yellow strip today. And this is Whittingham to the vice-captain Rowe. He's making a strong run through midfield, and he's fouled.
Ooh.
No card?
No card, maybe. No card. Okay.
So Rowe will take the free kick, but obviously end of highlight.
Yeah, so it looks like it's raining in downtown Gloucester as well. So I don't think we like the rain terribly much. We don't seem to play all that well in it. So
by now they'll be used to it.
Well, we need a good performance from them, because we've made the FA Trophy a bit of a priority, where we want to go for a deep run into the competition. So that's why we've named a strong team to go out. I mean, we're expecting big things from Fondop to get us some goals. I think it's fair to say he hasn't scored as many as we'd like.
Okay, this is Rowe with the corner from the right, and he's going to the back post as usual, but that's headed by Gunning, I think, and a bit of a race for the ball here. And Oggy gets to it first. This is Whittingham. He plays it out to Nooble, who's been quite a good player out on the left for us. He likes to cut in, and he tries his luck. Oh, that wasn't far.
That was a good effort.
It was just over the bar. So Malden with the goal kick for Gloucester. Whittingham with the ball. Leaves it for Kenyon. Plays a nice looking ball over to Nooble. As he is, he's offside, yes.
Whittingham in the squad for the first time in a while, so we're keeping a close eye on him.
Yes, he's only featured in one game so far this season, which surprised me. I thought we had him on the park a bit more than once. But he's only young and he's got some, I think, potential. Okay, this is Nooble. Now, Pani U2 with a fantastic goal from the right.
Yes.
And he has been a very, very good player for us.
Yes, I think he's becoming a fan favourite. A fan favourite out there on the right wing. So 1-0. 1-0 with a good build-up. Whittingham featured. But probably the killer ball came from Nooble.
Yes, and very nicely tucked in past the near post. So good start, but can we keep it up?
Well, that's the thing. We have a habit of conceding.
Okay, Malden again with a goal kick. This is Carline for Gloucester. Dawson playing it very long, but no one in particular. Finney clears it to Nooble. Another strong run from him. This is Fondop back to Nooble. Good play between those two, but he's lost out there.
Lost out.
Carline playing it long. Finney now row to Whittingham. He plays it very long, looking for Fondop, but that'll be easy for the keeper.
Yeah. I think Fondop was all by himself there, surrounded by red shirts.
Keeper plays it straight down the park. Finney with the header. Oggy sends it up towards Fondop again. I think he's got a flick on to Pani U2, who looking for support. He plays it back to Fowler. Good ball to Fondop, and his number.
It's offside, surely.
No, the flag is down. That's number 2.
Oh, so he might have timed his run, but gosh, I thought that was offside.
It looked a bit dicey, but the flag didn't go up. So 2-0 to Aldershot, and Nooble scores once again.
Well, far be it from us to be critical of the officials.
Yes, exactly.
Or
yes.
maybe he was level. Maybe he timed his run.
Well, after 20 minutes, it's certainly a very good start. Oh yeah, just. But he was onside.
Yeah, Fondop was.
But anyway,
that's okay. Well, 2 goals to the good. So we're dominating possession and we're doing something with it. We've been able to convert 2 of our chances, and I don't think Gloucester have got into our penalty area at the moment. So defensively, we're well set up with our 2 main centre backs in Sendles, White, and Finney. If they start pumping balls through, that's going to be our strong suit. So playing it out wide, that's where we get our goals from.
Yeah, well, certainly the wide players for us have normally performed really well, and Nooble, he scored quite a few league goals with his head in recent matches. Yeah,
Pani U2's usually been the provider for those.
Yes, and I'd just like to see Fondop maybe get a few more goals than what he's been getting.
Yeah, he's rating quite well. Maybe he's making a nuisance of himself, but I think strikers are usually judged by the number of goals they score, not their ratings.
Yeah, true. Well, almost half time, and it's really been all Aldershot, but we're not going to get another highlight, I don't think, this 45 minutes, and we haven't. So 2-0 at half time. Everything really in our favour when it comes to stats. I'd have to say, look, we're really pleased. Keep it going.
Yes.
Keep the message.
Get them back out onto the park quick.
Yeah, keep the message rather simple and to the point. So this is Morgan now for Gloucester, playing it long. Kendall to Sendles White. He's looking for Fondop. Here's young Whittingham. Kenyon playing it a little bit too long for Pani U2, and that's cleared by Whittle.
Did the throw in.
So I think if Aldershot can get a third goal, I think it will almost kill the tie.
I think it will.
Oggy with a throw to Nooble. Plays it back to Rowe. Rowe might try his luck here. No, he goes to Nooble, but straight at the keeper.
He was offside. Yeah, well, I think our major problem is conceding a goal where the the team hasn't really been in the hunt, because there was about 3 occasions where we were cruising at 2-0, and then we conceded a goal in the final 10 minutes and just made it a bit tense. So I'd be happy with a 2-0 win as long as we can keep a clean sheet.
Okay, Fowler with the throw on the right to Paniutu. And he sends it in to Nooble.
Good header.
There you go, Nooble again with a header.
Yes, and was Paniutu the provider there again?
I think he was. He got the cross in. So those two, once again, performing really well up front. But Nooble, I mean, he scored how many goals with the head? It must be about 4.
Oh, probably more. Yeah.
But it's a lovely header.
As I said, I'd be happy with 2-0. 3-0 brings a slight smile to my face, and don't have to be as tense as what I would normally be. No. Well, Loggie's a little bit
under par today. Just keep an eye on him. But everybody else is playing fairly well. Yes, you're making a point about us giving away soft goals. Our central defenders are not very quick, so if we're up against fast attackers, they often are left stranded by those types of players. But
Nooble running out of petrol.
Yeah, I think we might. He's done extremely well. We might give him a break.
He's scored 2 goals, hasn't he?
And I think we'll bring on Bettimer, who can play out there on the
left.
Yeah, we'll give him an opportunity, and I think he can play with either foot. He's quite versatile.
Well, I hope Nooble isn't disappointed that he didn't get his hat-trick, but I think his fitness was perhaps of paramount importance, because we need him for the tough league games that are coming up.
Well, the big one next is against Woking, so that's a very important game. This is Gloucester now. Bailey Nichols to Hindle. This is Dawson now, playing it over the top to Mensah. And he gets his cross blocked, but Whittle will probably try again.
Over the bar.
Over the bar, yeah. So maybe a rare attack by Gloucester.
Yeah.
But Rowe's getting pretty tired, so we might need to change things in midfield. We'll just see how this highlight pans out. Mensah for Gloucester down the left. Very strong run.
Couple
and his
crosses at the top of the box.
Blocked. Ooh, interesting tackle, sliding on the ground. Studs showing, but
all ball, Your Honour. And there we go.
There's a reply. Hindle with the goal. So Gloucester maybe not out of it with maybe 15 minutes left.
Well, I think we probably need to freshen up the midfield and give the boys a shout. Yeah, our left-sided defence really wasn't in the game there, were they?
No, well, Rowe. Where are we?
Row your boat?
Yeah, Rowe. Yes, look, he's getting pretty tired. I think we'll bring on.
Wiley.
Wiley. Yes, look, he can play advanced. He's not bad in that role, so we'll give him a run. And Oggy at left back is a little bit tired. Lyons, Foster could fill in there.
Yep.
Maybe put him on as well. That's all subs made at the moment.
15 to go. Do we need to shout at them?
Look, let's just see how things go. They're still leading by 2 goals. Yeah, well, if we can run it down. I mean, it was basically Gloucester's first shot on target. Yeah, so I think we'll probably do some time wasting very shortly. We're not getting any highlights at the moment, which I guess is a good thing in one way, but
winds the clock down.
Whittle with a throw. This is Dawson now for Gloucester. Plays it right back to Jones. He plays it forward, headed by Fowler. Now Paniutu, he'll get to this first, so he can maybe set up an Aldershot attack. We haven't seen one for a while.
Charge
Bit
down.
of luck here, maybe. Whittingham back to Kenyon. Whittingham. Kenyon again. Whittingham. Okay, Fondop. What a passing.
That's right.
Nobody wants to take the responsibility of maybe having a shot.
That's okay. We're keeping the ball. as long as we don't lose it here and they hit us on a counter. There we go.
Nice ball for Betimer. And that's a lovely goal.
Well done. Inspired substitution.
Yes, exactly, yes. Yes, but he's an international for... who does he play for?
Libya?
Libya, I think he plays for Libya, yes. So he's a good player. Hasn't been really featuring much in matches, mainly because of Nubel and Panayutu.
Well, yeah, he's certainly a good backup player.
Yes, well, 4-1 now to Aldershot. That pretty well kills the game off. I don't think Gloucester are going to come back and worry us now.
No, we just need to get through safely with some injuries.
I think we'll just say a bit of time wasting. And that should be the match. More famous last words. Okay, Betimer, he'll get to this.
A lot of space.
And maybe, well, there's Fondop all by himself in the centre. No, not quite the right ball to play.
No, wasn't a cross, wasn't a shot.
But we have...
Fondop's done well. He's rated well, but he hasn't featured in the goals.
No, yep, here we go. Mensa.
Good
Good save by Zabret. Okay, 4 minutes of added time. It's another corner. That's headed away by Finney. And Jones will get to this for Gloucester. End of highlight.
Yeah, so if we wind it down now, look, I think we can be happy with this performance.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, Fondop with maybe an opportunity, and he's done it.
He's on the board.
5-1.
Well done.
Good win.
9th goal of the season for him. Out of about, 18 appearances? So
he's got a few. He's doing all right. His ratings are sometimes up and down. He has a great game, then he follows with maybe 2 disappointing performances, but
yeah, he always comes back.
He can stick the ball in the back of the net. So
yeah, well, I think 5-1 was a very good result, and gives us confidence to go into the next league game, providing our fitness levels are up.
Yes. Well, Woking will be much tougher opposition. There's no doubt about that. So this must be one of the last highlights, and it is 5-1.
5-1. So very happy.
Yes. Yes, I think the board should be happy that we've got through to the next round of this competition. So pretty simple talk to the boys. And
5-1 it is. Nubel on form. He was the player of the match.
Yes, 5-star Aldershot triumph. A couple of league games there. Notts County getting an away win against Halifax, and Altrincham and Boreham Wood. Yes, our bogey team getting a draw. So that was the FA Trophy match. Extremely good outcome for us. As we said, the next game in only 4 days' time is the big rival game against Woking. So let's go and play Woking.
Yeah, we'll do some admin and come back for that game.
Okay, so welcome back. Here we are for the big game against Woking today. Usual team: Zabret in goals, Oggy, Finney, Sendles, White, and Woodward. Woodward's back in at right back. Kenyon, Rees, and Rowe will be the midfielders. Nubel and Panayutu out wide, and Fondop at the striker's end. And on the bench, we've got Walker, Lyons, Foster, Alex Jones, Betimer, and Edsa has made it back into the bench after being rested in the last match. So that's the team to take the field against our fierce rivals in Woking. So this is going to be a very big game for both sides. Woking, of course, beat us 1-0 earlier in the season. That was an away loss for us.
Tunnel interview.
So here we go.
We've got a tunnel interview coming up.
Well, we might flick that to Anwar.
Yeah, okay. So how do you want to be with this? I think we should be calm and take the assistant's recommendation.
Why not? Why not?
They played well against Gloucester. Send assistant.
Send the assistant. Let's get to the match.
Yeah. kickoff.
So probably a good crowd in for this one. It's interesting to see how many fans Woking bring to our ground.
This is all new, isn't it?
No, we normally get this.
Do we?
Before the league matches.
Oh,
not cup games.
I can't recall seeing that. I should pay more attention, shouldn't I? We're in red, right?
Hopefully. Anyway, this is Woking in the yellow who've kicked off, and this is Blaney. Good name, Blaney. Plays it long to O'Neill. He's played it out to Jarvis here on the left, and he's crossed it straight away, but that's easy for Zabret.
Yeah, who didn't punch this time?
Yes, they like to punch a fair bit in FM21.
Yeah, so early days in the exchange. So we're happy to get a little bit of possession. We need. I think it's important for us not to concede early in this particular game. So if we can start to dominate the latter part of the first half, I think that'll be right down our alley.
Okay, we've got Woodward with a corner from the right, and he sends it to the far post, but that's headed away. Now Nooble will get to this ball first, and he's probably going to play it back to Kenyon. This is Rowe. He'll probably look maybe for Panayutu.
Or Woodward.
No, I think he's lost it.
Lose the ball instead, so they're going to hit us on a counter.
Okay, this is now Hall now for Woking. And he's well dealt with by Finney, who just sends it up to the halfway line. Casey now will probably pump it back for Woking. That was Kenyon with the header. Now Panayutu, one of our star striking force, through to Fondop, and his shot is blocked. That was a bit of a chance there for Fondop.
Yes, yeah, he could have perhaps done a little bit better, but first touch a bit heavy.
Okay, Woodward with a throw to Rowe. His cross is blocked back to Rowe. He sends it in this time. Nooble will fancy that.
With a header.
The man at the far post who very rarely misses with his head.
Yes. Good start.
11th goal of the season.
Good start. Good start.
Well, this is what the fans want. And the board.
Yes.
A win against our rivals. But yes, Nooble leaves his man and makes no mistake.
Okay, so yeah, a goal earlier than I expected. So I guess the thing is now not to concede, but to consolidate with possession and territory, and try to put a little bit more pressure on Woking.
Well, we've got the team playing with a bit of discipline for this game.
Yeah. Good ratings across the board and good fitness as well. Oh, and Newble's been booked.
Okay, Woodward now with a free kick from the left, and he drives it into Panayutu, who just missed. He probably should have hit the back of the net.
Yes, kind of a free header, but interesting that Newble's been booked. That would be his first booking, I think.
Yeah, he normally doesn't get a card.
So we don't want to go too far behind.
Okay, Tarpey for Woking. Free kick, and this is headed in, and there's the equaliser.
Yeah, gosh.
Another set piece, which has been a downfall this season, unfortunately, but...
we seem to have bodies there, but no, just basically three players in the box all by themselves.
So onside, no problems there. Okay, all square.
That's a shame. That's a shame. At least now the challenge is, of course, to go into half-time, not behind.
My apologies. Apologies for that. I think we'll just demand a little bit more coming up to half-time. Since we are the home team.
Yeah, we have to certainly take the game to the opposition. We can't sit back.
Okay, now this is Rees in midfield, and he drives it long, probably looking for Fondop, but that's been dealt with by Blaney. Rees to Kenyon. Rowe plays it back to Rees. He's giving it back to Kenyon, to Rowe again. He'll probably look for Panayutu. This is Woodward. Unless they're keeping possession, this is probably for Fondop. He might get a chance here, and he has.
He has. The big man.
The 10th goal of the season, and he was very determined to get to that ball.
That's right.
So he restores the lead for Aldershot, so that's a very good goal just before half-time.
Yes, I must admit he's much maligned in my book.
He has been, yes.
Yes, but he had a good game against Gloucester, and fingers crossed that's got his confidence back on track.
Okay, well, double figures for the season, which is good to see for a forward. So hopefully we can not concede before half-time.
Right.
And keep it at 2-1, make our half-time team talk a lot easier. But here's a corner, Tarpey to take it. He sends it in, and that's just over the bar.
Yes, we're reasonably good at defending corners, but we just seem to, I don't know, through balls seem to be our nemesis.
Yes, anyway, maybe we should get the defence to do a bit more training on defending set pieces or corners.
But half-time coming up.
Okay, half-time at the football, and I think Aldershot have been the better side. You wouldn't argue with that. And I think, he reckons there's still room for improvement.
Perhaps, but
it is a derby game. You'd have to say you're pleased with how things are going. Keep it up.
Yes. But,
guard against complacency.
Well, there's a number of options there. I think we have to guard against complacency.
Okay, I think it will be a bit assertive and tell them let's not get complacent. Well,
okay,
it seemed all right.
they all reacted positively, which is good.
We'll find out in the next 45 if that was correct.
Yes.
But this is Finney now for Aldershot. And he plays it long, looking for Fondop, and that's just flicked on to Blaney.
Yes, we don't want to get into our old habit of conceding a goal late. So I think we need another goal.
Would be good. Okay, this is Woodward playing it for Rees. And he drives it out the left, probably looking for Nooble. He's on a yellow. Noodles cross his block, so Tarpey will clear it for Woking. This is Finney with a header. Paniutu's got to it first. Kenyon to Rees. Plays it to Nooble. Back to Rees. This is Rowe. On to Paniutu. He might play it out to Woodward. Gets his cross in. But that's dealt with by Reed, and Goddard clears it only as far as Oggy, who sends it back to Nooble. And he sends probably the... Fondop offside. So I wouldn't have counted.
No, that was marginal, but the pleasing part of that play was that we were picking up the second phase ball, so any loose ball seemed to be a red shirt first to it, which was good.
Well, that was a very poor clearance by the keeper, and Paniutu has got it to Fondop, but that's straight at the keeper.
Paniutu's getting a little bit low in his fitness.
Yes, well, that's probably not surprising. Quite a few are going to.
So yeah, it's been an intense game. So
we'll just see. We'll keep our eye on those players. But he's Woking now with a throw-in. Okay, Goddard sends it across. That's dealt with by Sandals White. Now Paniutu can maybe set up a counter here.
A lot of space.
And he's beaten his man rather easily.
More space.
I think he's going to get into the box or just cross it. Here comes the cross, probably looking for... that was Nooble again.
Nooble normally gets those on target.
I thought maybe Fondop was going to get under that.
Yeah, he's the taller of the timber, but Nooble seems to have the better record with his head.
Oh, no question about that. Okay, Woodward now. Sends it back to Zabret.
Okay.
This is Finney. He plays it out to Nooble on the left. Nooble,
a lot of yellow shirts.
Going for a bit of a gallop down the left, and he cuts it back to Rees. This is Kenyon. He'll give it to Rowe. Rowe on to Fondop, back to Nooble. Nice little play, number 3, and very good combination.
It was good play, good work off the ball by Fondop to keep his run going and to get the return pass. So. Always had a lot of time for Fondrop. I thought he was cool under pressure.
Well, obviously the teamwork we've been getting the team to work on is paying off, because that was very good teamwork with passing.
Yeah, to get the return pass, that was good. Well done.
So this will throw the gauntlet down to Woking. Can they come back 2 goals down?
Maybe we should heap a bit of praise on them. Tell them
maybe a little bit early for that. With 30 minutes to go in the match. I've done that before a number of times and it's backfired on me. So, but at the moment everything's going okay. I think we'll maybe make a substitution in the next 5 minutes in the game.
Maybe we can spin it out a little bit longer because they're rating quite highly.
But this is Woodward.
Oh,
and that was
Finney.
Finney with a header just over the bar.
Well, we send Finney up for the set pieces,
yes,
the corners
yes.
and attacking free kicks.
Yes, so Paniutu's really out on his feet, so we might have to give him a rest, I think. And Sendall's White playing it long, looking for Paniutu. He sends it back to Rowe. Rowe with a bit of driving run through midfield. He'll probably link up maybe with Nooble, and he does. Can Nooble get a nice cross in? And this is Fondop.
Hat-trick.
Well, there you go.
Is he onside?
He's onside, number 4. So that's his 12th goal of the season. So maybe floating the crosses in is the way to provide him with the ball. He's something like 191 centimetres tall. So there won't be too many defenders that can deal with him. But completely unmarked. He left his marker.
Yes, well, this is a turn up for the books.
Well, this is what we needed after the earlier loss to Woking. So
and the poor form that we were in prior to the Gloucester game. So that's good. So
I think maybe Jones out wide for Paniutu. Bit of some fresh legs on the pitch. Do you want to change in midfield with anybody, or just leave things the way they are?
I think we could possibly. Maybe Oggie's a little bit down on form, so maybe we could bring Lyons Foster on. Okay, he can play left back, so we'll confirm those and get back to the game. Maybe 20 odd minutes left. Their defensive players not playing terribly well at left back, so that might be something that we could capitalise on. And their stats aren't all that impressive. No, well, Gearing's had a good game, but his partner Blaney's having a poor one. And I think they've changed their attacking formation slightly too. They've pushed more players up, but we need to hold out with 10 minutes to go. Do we need to encourage them? Well, I think we might make one more change since we're coming into the last 10 minutes. Nooble's pretty well shows Rowe. I think maybe get Edser on for. Maybe Rees, he could play here. Some fresh legs in midfield. Yeah, we don't have any other defenders. So he can certainly play that position. And I think shortly we'll give him a bit of praise, because a 4-1 scoreline is extremely good. Hopefully they won't get too complacent. No, with a bit of praise. No, I think we'll be right. And the gamble to leave Newell on with the early yellow card has paid off. So yeah, it's nice when all your thoughts come together in a game of FM. It doesn't always happen. No, well, this is Blaney now with a cross, and that's just over the bar. Well, yes, we've had the team playing with discipline today, so they've certainly. Played with discipline. Yeah, time added on, but a hat-trick by Fondop, as well as a well-taken goal by Newell, is going to get us bragging rights over our rival. It was an interesting attempt by Woodward. Was that a cross or a shot? Nothing in between. Okay, well that's it. 4-1 to Aldershot. Well done. The board will happy days. The board will be happy, and really all stats in favour of Aldershot right across the board. Yes. And that's stretch arms. Pretty simple, really. Yes. So how's that? Here we go. We got a press conference. We got a bit of a press conference. You managed to grab the win today against Woking. What did you make of the game? Great result. Yeah, it's a great result. I think in these results you have to always be positive.
Well, there we go. We've still in sixth position, but only 3 points off top spot, and only 3 now behind Woking.
Very congested in the playoffs, so anything can happen, especially with games in hand, because Woking and Sutton have played 26, whereas Solihull and they've only played 23, and the rest of us have played 24. So
yes, well, if we win a game in hand, we could be sharing top spot with Stockport, although they've got very good goal difference, plus 18. But okay, Aldershot turned dominance into victory against Woking. Dowson angry at rival defeat. Well, that's his problem.
yes,
We get this nearly every week. We get this, and the players are really quite fine because we've already spoken to them.
well, yes, Harry does click up a lot of miles in the game.
And Fondop was in great form with
Yes,
3 goals. So give him a pat on the head. Oh, a post-match press conference. We'll have a quick one. Hopefully, it'll be quick. How do you think the pre-match exchange between Alan Dowse and yourself affected the match? Well, I don't know. What do you want to say here?
Oh,
They're really won and lost on the pitch, aren't they?
yeah.
Mike Fondop's hat-trick was undoubtedly the key factor. Absolutely tremendous.
Yes, and surprising.
How have you come to settle on your current tactical approach? Well, what do you want to say here? I think every manager has to work out the best approach, given the player. Oh, that's very true. At your disposal. And this is what we've...
Yes, well, it depends on the players and the fact that we've used it with success in previous iterations of FM.
So, FC Halifax have been the surprise story of the league.
Yeah,
Well, it's not for us to really comment about FC Halifax. We weren't even playing them today.
no, but they took points off us early on in the season. So,
I can't remember that.
yeah.
You've got a better memory than me. Anyway, they reckon it was just fine. Fair enough.
Leave the press conference.
I think we will. So, okay, they're the 2 games today. I think what we'll probably do with our schedule for the next video, I think we might come back for the 5th round trophy.
Kings Lynn
or Barnet. We'll just see.
Before or after.
Yeah, we'll just see how things go in the next 3 games. Sutton, Chesterfield and Bromley, but definitely we'll be back for the trophy game.
Yeah.
And
hopefully there'll be a good run of performances this time to consolidate ourselves in the playoffs.
Absolutely. Well, that's the video for today. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't, you can do the Nero. But until next time, it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him. Till next time.